The talented Philadelphia 76ers versus the savvy Utah Jazz. It's a Sunday showdown here on 2K Sports. The youthful Los Angeles Clippers versus the athletic Atlanta Hawks. Two great teams ready to go on 2K Sports.
Going up against a pretty good defense here.
Mismatch, though.
Oh, they're doubling him, Clark.
Yeah, he's looking over the floor.
Clark.
The fearsome Orlando Magic square up against the heavyweight Los Angeles Lakers. It's a Sunday show. Showdown here. The revitalized Los Angeles Clippers face off against the savvy Atlanta Hawks. Two great teams ready to go on 2K Sports.
We're at the home of the Hawks, a fortress of basketball, Phillips Arena here in downtown Atlanta. Welcome to this Sunday morning edition of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg. Tip-off moments away, and T-Mobile presents the starting lineups. Let's check out the Sprite ice-cold keys to the game. Clark, looking at the Clippers, what do they need to do to secure a win?
Well, Kevin, they'll want to focus on working together to make sure they get good looks. They had the worst field goal percentage in the league last season, which signifies to me that they weren't all on the same page offensively. We'll see whether another summer has helped smooth off the rough edges and allow them to get better.
On the other side, Clark, we talk about Atlanta. What about them? What's the key for them?
And one thing they've been really successful with is attacking offensively and working themselves to the foul line. So on defense, you got to move your feet, be ready to body up, and then force them to shoot over the top without fouling.
It ought to be a compelling game to watch. Thanks, Clark. The pass cut off by Calderon. To Gasol. Curry meets him. Here's Calderon, frames it from just inside the three-point line. Clippers on D, 4-point game. Here's Westbrook. Over Calderon, and that one's good. Westbrook. Now Calderon. 2:01 left in the first. Gasol. Chandler on him. Baseline jumper connects on the baseline jumper. Here's Westbrook. Curry. Off from three-point land.
Tough break there, Kev. He found an opening on the floor and got a nice clear look. Just didn't convert.
Now Gasol. From short range, graceful finish.
That's a strong finish inside. That's where you want to work your magic, Kevin.
Here's Durant. Misses the runner.
That's his job. That's what he does. He clamped down on the shooter. He's one tough defender.
Here's Calderon. Kept alive. Iguodala gets the reach-in call. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul, first team foul.
And so here are the Clippers. Reyes, the jump hook, banks it home.
And right now, Kevin, they're getting everything they want and sending a message while they're doing it.
Here's Westbrook, hits the free throw line J. Now Calderon. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Reyes. Drops it in on the layup. You talked about sending a message, Clark. This certainly is one way to do that.
Well, it really is, Kevin. I mean, it's demoralizing to a defense when you can't and don't consistently get stopped.
No good from Durant. The Clippers in the lead. Tipped. Here's Westbrook, defended by Fernandez. With the fadeaway.
Well, he faded away on it for no good reason. He shouldn't have made that shot harder than it had to be.
The Clippers with the early lead.
Well, they're in attack mode now, Kevin. Every time they get the ball, they're coming right at you, looking for contact, and looking for buckets right at the 10.
We're at the end of one. The score, 12-4. Welcome back. We're glad you're with us. The second quarter should begin in just a moment. We go down to Cheryl Miller, who has a report from her conversation with Coach. Mike Woodson.
Hey, Kev, he said they wanted to move the ball around and get good looks for the shooters. He went on to say that he knows his team can compete with anyone as long as they are hitting their outside shots.
I don't doubt it. They can fill it up in a minute.
You can live and die by the 3-ball, though, especially if you fall too much in love with it.
Here's Westbrook after Pau Gasol's bucket. Curry hits the quick shot.
Even though it was early in the shot clock, that's an opportunity you can't pass up, Kevin.
Left wing. Here's number 7. Scooped up. Rubio on the perimeter. Makes the long-distance connection.
This is called you must extend your defense, especially on the three-point marksman. Outstanding jump on the ball, Kevin.
Here's number 7. Off the mark from 3. Here comes Durant. Chandler is screen. Outside runner. Clark here is another National College Player of the Year. Kevin Durant, he played 1 year at Texas, adding to his game year by year. What would you like to see him add as he grows here in the next couple years?
I'd like to see him get a little stronger and get into the low post a little more. He's a terrific shooter, has a quick trigger, and is comfortable out on the perimeter, and has got a scorer's poise and mentality. I'd like to see him get stronger and be more effective scoring in the low post.
He sinks the second. And the Clippers have possession. Intercepted. Here comes Durant. Deflected. Odom. No luck on the three-point attempt.
The D dared him to put it up, and he couldn't make it pay.
To Rubio. Navarro. Here's Barbosa. Nets it from the wing. Rose with the ball. Outside runner. It takes a bad bounce and goes out of bounds. You see the Clippers making some changes. And so here are the Clippers. A 12-point game. Claver to the low block. Gasol inside. He's going up against Love. Here comes Durant. To Odom. Defended by Fernandez. drops it in from 12 feet.
His height is really an advantage on that medium-range jumper. He can just rise up and pop it right over the defenders and get a good shot every time.
And the Clippers have possession. 10-point lead. Dumps it off. Here's Gasol. Drains the easy jumper. He has 6.
Now that's a nice dime. What a dime. He dished it inside, and it was right on target.
Rose. Kept alive. Here's Phillips. It's off.
He went into the stratosphere to pull that one down. That man can elevate.
To Rubio for 3. What a buzzer beater.
That's simply a big-time shot right there, Kevin. To have that amount of concentration with the clock winding down is something special. A lot of players don't have that.
The Clippers
Have been on a scoring tear, Kevin.
Yeah, but still plenty of time left. This game is far from over. The clock runs out and we're heading to halftime. The score, 24-9. Let's go to the T-Mobile halftime report. Well, let's check out the story of the stats. The Clippers have been doing a great job of distributing the rock and finding the open man.
Yeah, if they can keep it up, I think they'll only increase their lead.
Pau Gasol with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Kevin, you know, it's pretty clear that he means business. I mean, he's focused, he's giving excellent effort, and he's really locked in on winning this ball game.
Hello and welcome back. We're glad you're with us. The NBA so many times comes down to a game of runs, and we'll see if a run here will turn this thing around as we get underway. Rose with the ball. And Phillips gets it to go. Now Calderon. Here's Gasol. Hangs in the air. Finishes with the soft touch. 6 points for him.
Such a creative finish. That was an impressive move.
Rose. Scooped up. Here's Love. Got a piece of it, and he gathers the loose ball. Great play by Gasol. Now Gasol. He's covered by Rose. Here's Fernandez. Connects on his first attempt. Nice bucket by the 2-year man out of Spain.
Inside, outside, Kevin. I love it. He drew the D in and then kicked it out to the open man.
We go down to Cheryl Miller, who has a report from her conversation with Coach Mike Woodson.
Hey, Kev, asked what he could try next. He said, find a new line of work. Other than that, he does have one priority. He told me that he hopes his team's three-pointers fall after a basket change. He said, hopefully it was just that one rim. If we don't come out and shoot better early in this half, we'll have to go a different direction on offense. Now back to our play-by-play analysis. Kevin and Clark?
All right, thanks, Cheryl. And now, the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Some adjustments here for the Hawks. Gay with it. 1:38 left in the third. Oda backs him down. The jump hook. Can't get it to go. Now the Clippers take it the other way.
They've been really strong on the glass thus far.
Sure have. Vasquez kisses it off the glass and in. Atlanta calls timeout. Gay with it. Here's Granger to end the run. Almost a three-point opportunity. Instead of go to the line for two. And you know, Clark, that strength on the glass is a big factor in this league.
Kevin, you can't deny it. There's no question about it. When you can control the rebounding area, you typically can control the game.
He knocks down the first one. And he splits the free throws. It's been all Clippers. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Garbajosa. Here's number 12. The shot is up. Now Atlanta takes it the other way. Granger hits the quick shot.
He's just so gifted offensively. He's a tough guy to match up with.
And the Clippers have possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. To Rubio. Here's number 12. Nails it from the wing. Here's Atlanta. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Gordon. Garbajosa yanks it down.
That's not something you'll see very often. Got the mid-range jumper he wanted, but off target.
Number 12 knocks down the trifecta. 5 points in the game. Gay with it. Got a piece of it. The steal by the Clippers.
To get back into this game, Kevin, they need to really concentrate on limiting the turnovers. I mean, it hasn't been terrible for them, but it's still hurting their cause.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've got a blowout in the making. It's 37-14. Ricky Rubio has played his heart out. 6 points and 4 assists.
Well, Kevin, you don't expect anything less from a player with his ability. Big-time skills in a big-time game leads to a big-time performance. His team needs it, and that's exactly what he's given.
All right, the fourth quarter should begin momentarily. And so here are the Clippers. You're right, Clark. When you're down, you can't just give away opportunities like that.
Well, the margin of error is much smaller when you're trailing and trying to come back, so everything is much more important. Turnovers always are self-destructive.
Here comes Phillips. Here's Love. Kept alive. Here's Westbrook. Count it. The rebound pays off.
There's the offensive rebound, then sends it home.
Five on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Kevin Durant.
That's poor shot selection, Kev. He shouldn't even be thinking about casting it up from there.
And here's Durant. Drains it from downtown.
defense is going to have to think about getting out faster on the shooters. You've got to close out on shooters rapidly. They're starting to heat it up here in the second half.
Durant gets called for the reach, and that's his first foul.
They need to be aggressive, Kevin, but cautious as well. One more foul, and they'll be over the limit.
Now Calderon. Gasol dumps it off. Here's Calderon. He's off from three.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
Here's Chandler. Slams it back in. Now Calderon. 1:35 left in the game. It's Rudy Fernandez on the wing. Scooped up. Fernandez. Rebounded. Here's Gasol. Finally, they get the bucket.
Put a fork in him, Kevin. This one's over.
Coach Woodson needs to make some adjustments here, and he calls time. They're down by 21. 1:15 left in the fourth. And here is Billups. Off the inbound pass. Rebounded. Here's Love. Nails it from close range.
You have to block this guy out, Kevin. He's just too active on the boards to be left alone.
It's been all Clippers. They have a 19-point lead. To Reyes. Leads him with the pass.
And that's a statement dunk right there, Kevin. Clear the runway for your own protection.
Here comes Billups. It's blocked, but he stays with it. Odom. It bounces out of bounds after the shot. Chandler is in at center. Ricky Rubio with a strong contribution so far in this one.
This is just a magnificent shooting performance we're watching here. The other team has to feel helpless.
He is lights out from beyond the arc, and he shows no signs of slowing down. Clark, what do you do as a coach and try and slow down the shooting?
Well, Kevin, sometimes there's not much you can do other than challenging every shot, maybe throwing different defenders at him, but sometimes you just have to hope that he misses some shots.
And it's the Hawks with the ball. Here's Durant. Plays it in. Sweet time to lead into the rack.
Excellent anticipation there, Kev. He placed that pass perfectly.
Reyes, defended by Durant, with the shot. Rebounded by Odom. Here comes Billups.
Kevin, not much they can do right now. Time is not on their side.
Here's Westbrook. Blocked. The Clippers walk away with a double-digit victory as they defeat the Hawks 44-25. Ricky Rubio is the Jordan Brand player of the game and some solid numbers.
Incredible passing display. He just has that sixth sense for setting up his teammates perfectly.
Well, that's it for us. On behalf of Clark Kellogg, Cheryl Miller, and me, Kevin Harlan, thanks for tuning in to NBA Basketball on 2K Sports.